Every fan has been expecting and hoping that The Matrix 4 will somehow manage to bring the same amount of joy that the original film did in 1999. Well, now that we've got the trailer of the fourth installment in the franchise, it seems like the next film will change everything in the entire franchise. Without any further ado, here's why Matrix 4 is about to change everything. Neo is a video game developer. In the trailer of The Matrix 4, we discover that Keanu Reeves' character, Thomas Anderson, Neo the One, is a video game developer. And as we all know, the Matrix trilogy's world is video games. The fourth film will continue years after the third video game was released. Thomas Anderson is still a game developer, but he's not really interested in making the fourth video game for the series. But here's the deal. The company producing the Matrix games is called Warner Brothers, and it states that they will make another video game with or without him. So Thomas Anderson has two options. One is to create the fourth video game of the entire series that he created, and another one is to watch how someone else creates it. It's a really interesting concept, to be honest. Warner Brothers, the same company that's responsible for the Matrix films, in reality will be the company accountable for the video games in the film. They will be beginning Neo to create a fourth installment, but as the trailer for the fourth film is quite confusing, fans of the franchise have come up with different crazy theories about what we should expect. So here they are. New additions? Oh, first we need to talk about how The Matrix Resurrections is surprisingly bringing a lot of new faces that will change everything in the entire franchise. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II and Iron Fist Jessica Henwick seem to be the new co-leads. Neil Patrick Harris appears as Thomas Anderson's psychologist. And Jonathan Groff, Toby Onwumere, Max Riemelt, Erendira Ibarra, Priyanka Chopra, Andrew Caldwell, Brian J. Smith, Ellen Holman, and Christina Ricci are also expected to appear in the very anticipated sequel. Now let's get into some of the characters and their future in the franchise, shall we?
Thomas? You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
What happens with Morpheus? One thing is certain, Fishburne isn't coming back for the fourth film, but that doesn't mean we won't see Morpheus anymore. There are actually some rumors that claim Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is playing a younger version of Morpheus, which actually makes a lot of sense, despite sounding crazy at first. Back in 2017, the first reports about Matrix 4 occurred, but they were without Wachowski's association, and under the work of the screenwriter Zach Penn, Michael B. Jordan was first considered to play either a younger version of Morpheus or his descendant. However, we're not sure if Lana's film decided to follow these ideas. Other fan theories suggested that the new Morpheus would play the role Neo had in the original film. These are only rumors, but they're fun to consider. Nevertheless, let us know what you think about this theory down in the comment section below.
You don't know me, no?
Everything in the trailer is a lie? The first trailer for The Matrix Resurrections tells a lot about Neo's current life. However, a lot of fans think that everything in the trailer is a big lie. How come? Well, here's an elaboration. The first trailer for The Matrix Resurrections might look simple at first, but if you watch it more times, it gets more and more complicated, as Keanu Reeves' Thomas Anderson lives quite the peaceful life. However, one can't stop but wonder if everything he sees is real. And when you get to the end of the trailer, there's the final line, which means Anderson is preparing to re-enter the Matrix. So yes, it's simple yet complicated. Since this is a continuation of the third film, things get even more complicated, as in The Matrix Revolutions, Zion had endured against the machines, which was not the case with Trinity and Agent Smith. The third film also showed Neo giving the sacrifice to stop the war. The trailer, however, shows that everyone is super good. And here comes the interesting theory. What if the machines are playing with Neo in order to crush him? Naturally, you'll wonder why the machines would mess with Neo's mind. Well, every dedicated Matrix fan will first think of Zion's access codes. And we're all perfectly familiar with how important those codes are. Then there's this theory that suggests the machines are now trying to turn Neo rather than break him. We all know that the machines know about Zion, and as the architect claimed, they always could find and end Zion. Therefore, if they create a comparable simulation, they might succeed to turn Neo on the other side. The third film of the franchise explained Neo's abilities, and if the machines succeed to turn Neo on their side, that could end up with Neo turning in the real world as well. But we'll have to wait and see if this theory turns into reality. Until then, let's check what else we should expect from the fourth installment of The Matrix. Is Keanu Reeves playing Neo? Now, a whole different theory suggests that Keanu Reeves is perhaps playing the next version of the one in The Matrix 4. How about that? So, we all know that The Matrix is reset in the last moments of the original trilogy, and there's no sign of what the new simulation looks like. This actually opens up a lot of questions. Maybe Neo won't be alive in The Matrix 4, and maybe Keanu Reeves will be playing Neo's successor. Keanu Reeves could actually play a whole different role in the next film with a whole different mission this time, but this is only a theory, and we would, of course, want to hear your own opinion about this. So share it down in the comment section below, and smack that like button if you haven't done it already. Neo is immortal. In the first 1999 Matrix movie, Neo heals himself from Agent Smith's bullet wound inside the Matrix, showing his abilities, and from that, we're suggesting that when the complete power of the Source runs into Neo's real body in the Matrix Revolutions, a lot of things can follow. Neo's story in the Matrix trilogy is quite similar to Jesus Christ. From Christian mythology, he loses his life, then comes alive, and then sacrifices himself in order to save the world. If we follow the Bible story, Jesus again returns just like Neo's case in the fourth installment of the franchise. It's really interesting to see this concept and all the different places the writers took inspiration from for the story. Have you guys noticed this earlier? Let us know in the comments down below. Is this a new beginning? The Matrix made a lasting cultural impression, that's a fact. It won Academy Awards for Best Film Editing, Best Visual Effects, Best Sound, and Best Sound Editing, cleaning the categories in which it was nominated. In 2012, it was enlisted into the Library of Congress Film Registry, and it practically left a permanent mark in the history of cinema. So the fourth film actually lives on pretty high expectations. Does Resurrections stand a chance of doing it again? Well, we'll have to wait to see. One thing is sure though, there are still new concepts and ideas that need to be looked into, especially given the improvements in technology. However, there's the question of whether this will be the last film in the franchise or the fourth installment will actually open a brand new page in the Matrix world and will serve as a new beginning. While the trailer implies that The Matrix Resurrections will be the start of a new trilogy, however, that's still to be confirmed. But it does seem that Neo and Trinity's reawakening will serve as a great plot for the potential following Matrix films. And with all those new characters that are appearing, it feels as if we're at the start of a very interesting story.
After all the...
What would you guys want to see in The Matrix Resurrections? What do you believe Neo's story will be? Let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.